always a pleasure to see you and to see your very different films. I was thinking of this, so groundbreaking in terms of thematic and lines and everything. So it must be a joy to receive a script like that and think, I'm going to be doing something completely different.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that anyone was going to pay for it, because it's a big movie. It's an expensive movie. It's got a lot of special effects, and it's really about something. And it's got no car chases in it. But it was so brilliant and so beautifully written by Alexander and Jim, and I just, I think Alexander's already got 2 Academy Awards for writing, if I'm not mistaken. But this script was just so unique and original and beautiful and, heartbreaking but funny, and I just thought it was a masterpiece.
Yeah, and so much thematic about it, so many messages to talk about. What was most resonant for you?
Well, I think, it feels very much like a world, like a movie about today and our world that we live in. And there's even stuff, like going through the wall, to get to the other, it's just, there's a lot in the movie, and I don't want to spoil it too much for people, but it does really resonate. And, we made it before the election, we made it, but it really does feel kind of resonant.
Yeah, quite current.
Yeah.
I thought it was also a difficult performance because, he's an everyday guy who knows himself the least, let's say. It's a very internal man. So how do you go about with guys like that who just are kind of themselves on a journey to self-discovery?
The script is really your best friend in that situation, because it was so kind of beautifully done. And then Alexander is just very meticulous, and he'll do 30 takes if necessary of a tiny little moment to make sure he gets it exactly as he sees it. So when you have a director that's that sure-handed kind of guiding you, everything becomes a lot easier.
Did you prepare yourself before junketing this, that everybody's going to be asking you about what you would downsize for?
Right, yeah.
And do you have a different answer for everyone?
No, I'm basically just sticking with I'm not downsizing for anything.
Well, unless everybody downsizes with you, I guess it's just a little bit of
exactly.
What's great also about the film is, the supporting cast, people around you, each of them like a painting, having such a different character to them. How much do you enjoy that? That, especially, Alexander Payne does them so well, those ensembles with very memorable.
Yeah, and Hong is just brilliant.
She's brilliant.
She's just brilliant, and Christoph and Kristen. It's just this really amazing cast of actors that I really admire, and they're such colorful characters. It was just really fun to kind of be in the center of that world and inhabit that. This guy who was just kind of like ping-ponging around these kind of extraordinary people that he's meeting.
Do you know how Alexander filmed it for it to really look like small, even when they were in the right proportions? It just looks... It looks like a toy town. I think it's extraordinary.
Well, yeah, a lot of that is the production design.
Yeah.
And so they thought about, okay, well, if we go to 1/14 the size, what does wood look like? What does this, and so when you're in that small world, there's very kind of painstaking attention to detail. I think he discovered that it looked better at 1/7 the size, so where you can see the grain in the wood, and and you just there are enough kind of clues telling you something's not quite right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That was brilliant. How does it feel presenting the film in Venice, itself being like a bit of a surreal festival to navigate through?
It's great. I haven't been back here for 6 years, so Contagion was the last movie that I was in that was here, and I've never been a part of a movie that was in the opening night, so that's really exciting.
And you've got 2 in the festival, so
and then I've got Clooney coming in a couple of days. So,
that's another downsizing.
Always nice. Yeah.